Okay, guys, we need you up in the pit grandstand for a driver's meeting.
We'll be right there.
All drivers, and we'd appreciate it if the crew chief would attend also. All drivers and crew chiefs, we need you in the pit grandstands for a driver's meeting. We'd like all drivers to be in uniform.
With an 11.988, a brand new track record right out of the box. 11.998, and his second lap a 12.104. Got it lit up on your first qualifier with a brand new track record, beating Johnny Kofer's old new track record with a 12.028. 988. Car number 42 now out on the racetrack. That is Jim Brousseau out of Pasadena, California. Sandy Loveless, the owner. And his first lap, a 12.733. Car 42, sponsored by R&R Racing, Buffalo Automotive, Kindle Oil, and MGK. This is an Esslinger powered car with a 12.8. second lap, they claim he had some interference on the racetrack, so he is going to come out and have another second lap. The first one's good, and it's going to be a 12:075. Alexandria, Indiana. Bob Barth, the owner, car number 14B. Tonight, Steve Barth. Steve Barth taking the green flag. His sponsors, Advanced Racing Suspensions, Chapman Heating and Cooling, Barth Custom Cabinets, and this is a Gurney-powered car. His first lap, a 12:199. Steve Barth from Alexandria, Indiana. Second lap, 12:517. 12:517 for car 14B, Steve Barth. Car number 7 from Indianapolis, Indiana, Tice Carlson. Tice, the owner driver, sponsored by Terre Haute First National Bank, State Bell Bonding, and Royal Purple. Powered motor for Tice Carlson. 13:056. 13:056. Indianapolis, Indiana. Tice Carlson, second lap, a 12:497. Driver needs no introduction. Car number 15L, Billy Moe, and John Lawson's Rocket Oil Benito Tank Line Special. This is with a Gurney-powered car, and Billy Moe's first lap, a 13:379. Billy, always spectacular at Ventura Raceway, and his second lap, a 12:540. Billy Moe with a 12:540. Tracy Hines out of Newcastle, Indiana. Corky Wheeler, the owner, sponsored by Myers Mechanical Corp. Wheeler trucking about her with a Pontiac-powered car, and he backs her into turn 1. Brings her to a halt. Car 7A, Tracy Hines. Start finish line. Much smoother into turn number 1, and out of 2, down the back straightaway into 3. This one counts. A 12:736. 12:736. Johnny Cofer, the Western States champion, would like to have his track record back. Johnny Cofer, car 57 from McDowell, California. And Johnny Cofer trips the start-finish line. Dwayne Esslinger, the owner, Esslinger Engineering, Edmonds Auto Research, and his first lap, a 12:067. Second quick time, 12:067. Western States champion, car number 57, Johnny Cofer, and he backs it up with a 12:075. Car 72, Ronnie Schumann out of Tempe, Arizona. Skip Shuck, the owner, sponsored by Duralite, Shots, Hoosier Tires, Arizona Race Smart. This is with a Shaver-powered car. 12:172. No quick time for the moment with a 12:172. Flying Shoe out of Tempe, Arizona. Ronnie Schumann, and a second lap, a 12:225. Local driver out of Simi Valley, California, car number 12, Rick Hendricks. Car owned by Rick Hendricks. Sponsored Works Gateworks, Ellis Race Cars with a Van Dyne motor. First lap, a 12:1:72. Fourth quick time so far with a 12:1:72. And a second lap, a 12:1:65. That gives them third quick. 12:1:65. Third quick for the time being. David Bridges from Indianapolis, Indiana. Mark Bridges, the owner. World's Performance Products, the sponsor. This is a Potter V6 motor. Two of those here tonight. And David Bridges in car number 6B, all the way from Indiana. First lap, a 12:4:61. 12:4:61. How's the momentum going? Could increase the speed. Here we go. We're going to find out. Second lap, a 12:5:10. V6. Potter V6 with a 12:5:10 on lap number 2. 73. George Ito out of Ventura, California. Car sponsored by Ito Farms. World Scaffold. Nature Ride Berry Growers with a Montana motor. George Ito, car number 73, into turn number 3. On 4, his first lap, a 12:3:39. 12:3:39. George Ito, his second lap, a 12:2:16. 12:2:16. Murray, the owner driver out of Marina Del Rey, California. Are sponsored by Murray with an Arius motor. Ross Murray, a Western States rookie. His first lap, 13:4:24. 13:4:24. 55, Ross Murray. Second lap, a 13:0:95. 13 powered car out of Tustin, California. Dwayne Markham, and Dwayne, I think, has a motor problem. Car 49 headed for the pit. Lawson's Rockwell. Car number 51. California. Jay Lawson getting only one qualifying lap. The reason being, he required a push truck. His one lap will be a 12:4:25. 12:4:25. Starter rule reads in Leffler. Charles Leffler, the owner, sponsored by Farnley Jones Racing, Don Vesco Racing Engines, and Ultra Custom Wheels. Jason Leffler with a 4 out of turn number 2, picks up the front end, and Leffler now completing lap number 1, a 12:5:20, 12:5:20. Jason Leffler showing no mercy, lap number 2, a 12:1:04, third quick time with a 12:1:04. Okay, the reason why he required push truck is someone had walked in front of him and he had to stall the motor, so he does his second lap. And an explanation. Lap number 2. Second lap is going to be a 12:8:42. 12:8:42. First lap will be the faster of the 2 laps. Teammate to Johnny Cofer out of Kokomo, Indiana. Dwayne Esslinger, still the owner, Esslinger Engineering, the sponsor, along with Edmunds Auto Research and Elysian Oil. Car number 57, E. Tony Elliott. Mike English. Mike English, SCRA driver. First time I recall seeing him in a midget. Car owned by Ron Winks. Sponsored by Sprinkler 76 with a Cosworth motor. Mike English, his first lap, a 12.665. 12.665. Scrubbed off some speed, and his second lap will be a 12.806. Mike English, second lap, 12.806. Your brand new national champion, by way of entering tonight, taking the national championship in car number 6B from Rushville, Indiana, Tony Stewart. Ralph Potter, the owner, car sponsored by Ralph's Muffler and Brake Shops. One more, the Potter V6 cars. His first lap made 12.203. 12.203, and his second lap a 12.225. Big Rose, another Fontana motor. Car 73X, Henry Ito. Stop the clock at 16 seconds. And he will take the green and white flag for lap number 2 now. No time on his first lap. Lap number 2, 13.514. 13.514. Currently second in the USAC National Points, car number 6, Andy Mishner out of Somerset, Michigan. Our own distributing. Sponsored by Key Parts Automotive Stores, Race Grip. And this is a Hawk Dirty. 12.510. Second in points, Andy Mishner. And his second lap is going to be a 12.325. Rip Williams, lap number 1, a 13.484. Smoother. Second lap is going to be a 12.983. Second lap, a 12.983. Rip Williams battling for the SCRA championship. That's going to come down next weekend. Motor, car number 50 from Corona, California, Charlie Teed. Trips the clocks. Car number 50 back underway. For a low 13 possibly. And it's a 13.264. Car number 50 at 13.264. Sponsor. This is a Hawk Dirty powered car from Costa Mesa, California. Car number 8, Sleepy Trip. Lap 12.905. This is a car that's on championship here a few years back. Sleepy Trip out the wheel tonight. Nate Blaster in turn number 3. Sleepy looking for the checker flag, and it's a 12.648. 12.648. The driver, sponsored by Jack's Tool Rental, Party Time Rental, and a Pontiac powered car. Jack Runyon with Pontiac down now, and lap number 1 is going to be the 12.118. 12.118. the track record with an 11.988. Identical new track records, and that'll mean John Sarno will have it because he was the first one to do it. Here's how it works. Sarno will get credit for quick time. Both drivers will get credit for a new track record if that time is not beat. At the beginning, actually, Jay Drake's problems, there is a backup car. Gentlemen on a tear this year with Zerunian Motorsports, Kevin Doty out of Milan. Driver out of Illinois, listening to his accomplishments this year. Belleville winner and the 100 winner. 12.200 and 12.485 his first lap. Second lap faster than two with a 12.200. Gary Lynch, sponsored by the Lynch Mob with Fontana. Gary Lynch and Pete Chula teamed up here. And Pete's first lap made 14.229. 14.229. Second lap, Pete Chula, a 12.817. Picks up the pace with a 12.817. By Mark Amenda, are sponsored by Valvoline, Service-Star Lumber with a Autocraft motor. R4L, Mark Amenda. His first lap, by 14.175. 14.175. Lap for Mark Amenda, 13.967. 13.967. 53, Walt Johnson. Walt Johnson out of Sun Valley, California. Car owned by Gail Pinkston and sponsored by Pinkston Enterprise. Along with Edmunds Auto Research, a Sesco-powered car. Walt Johnson in car 63. Lap be 13.171. 13.171. Second lap, 12.930. 12.930. Number 31 out of San Leandro, California, Hank Butcher. Edmunds Auto Research, Redmond Bumpers, Essler Engineering, Anchor Nuts and Bolts, and Precious Moments. Hank Butcher, a 12.796. Ed Croteau, the owner of Hank Butcher's car, and Butcher coming down to complete lap number 2 with a 12.637. 637. Richard and Carol Hart, the owner, car sponsored by Powerbar, CalGuard, Angel and Giroux. Easy up with Pontiac motor from Temecula, California. Car number 1, Robbie Flock. Robbie Flock on his first of 2 qualified attempts. And the best of many worlds here tonight. And our reigning champion, car number 1, Robbie Flock. His first lap will be 12.558. 12.558 for Robbie Flock, and coming down for lap number 2, and it's going to be a 12.442. 12.442. Put on a show. Delacki, his first lap, a 12.580. Spectacular at Ventura, car number 7 WS, and he hikes the front end. Lap number 2, a 12.431. 12:4:31. A spectacular qualifying attempt by Robert Dalaki. Well, this is what we were waiting for moments ago. Car number 6X, Randy Cook, out of Madison, Wisconsin. One lap. Quick 12:3:25. 12:3:25 for Randy Cook in car number 6X. Jason Jonkman in car number 24. Jason out of Fountain Valley, California. Car owned by Rich and Carol Hart. Sponsored by Turbo Oil, R&R Justice Brothers, and Easia. Oswald powered car number 24. Jason Jonkman into 3. Exhibition. 12:5:71. 12:5:71. Jason minimum all out. Second lap, 13:007. 13:007 for Jason Jonkman. Tarditi out of Lodi, California. Car owned by TNT Trucking, sponsored by TNT Trucking with a Pontiac powered car. Car number 64, Terry Tarditi. Terry, one of the veterans. In his first lap, 13:089. 13:089. Second lap, 12:8:35. 12:8:35. Dave's Ford and Mercury. This is a Gody powered car. Ronnie Day. Out of the Winged Sprint Car Series, Northern California. 12:5:23. Big Trophy Dave fan. Big Trophy Dave fan. Second lap, 12:3:28. 12:3:28. Well, it's been a while. Jordan Hermitator out of Rancho Palos, California, car number 91. Jordan with the Van 9 motor. Call Flash Jordan. His first lap, 13:1:24. 1:20. 13:1:20. First lap for Flash Jordan. And Jordan Hermitator on his second lap, 12:9:07. Number 36, Jay Drake out of Alberta, Larry Brown, the owner, TCR Performance, the sponsor, along with Van Dyne Engines, Pennzoil, Reba Supply, Wick Splinters, and Sander Engineering. Got to throw in Earl's Performance and Van Dyne Engineering. Jay Drake, white flag, his first lap being 12:3:05. 12:3:05. Larry Brown, the owner. Second lap, 12:035. Third quick time, 12:035. Wally the owner, Wally the driver. Car sponsored by Kool-Aid, TCR Performance, and Hassa. Wally with his hands full. 13:146. Wally trying to smooth out this Ventura Raceway here down the back straightaway. Into 3. Wally backwards. Crowd favorite come down to complete lap number 2 with 12:6:38. 12:6:38. Jimmy Seals, drop in turn 2, gathers her back up. That's a Ford power car. That is the other car with the Ford power motor in 13.874. 13.874. Jimmy Seals in the Ford power Steve Lewis car. His second lap, a 12.593. 12.593. Ben Halleck out of Costa Mesa, California. Bob Marcus, the owner. LTC Research, the sponsor with the Chevy 2-powered car. Car number 77 comes to a halt. Make that Goleta, California, not Costa Mesa. Ben Halleck. And he backs her into turns 3 and 4. And he said this track very familiar to him. Car number 67, the Zeroni Motorsports Special. Zeroni and Racing Equipment, the sponsor of the Fontana. Car number 67, Donnie Beechler out of Springfield, Illinois. 12.165. Donnie Beechler out of Springfield, Illinois. Lap number 2, a 12.353. 12.353. What a team tonight. Donnie Beechler and Kevin Doty in identical cars. 67 and 67X. How about this one? Car number 4K, Kenny Irwin Jr. out of Indianapolis, Indiana, in the Dave Mulder car. NP Environmental, along with Wins Oil, sponsor this, a Buick V6. Our only Buick V6 tonight. Kenny Irwin. Our Charger, his first lap, made 12.748. 12.748. Kenny Irwin Jr. 13.397 for the Buick V6. 13.397. Coney Jr. out of Austin, Pennsylvania. Louis Coney Jr., the owner also. Wheeling Race Products, the sponsor. Weld Racing and Quick Change Relief Valve, a Fontana Power car. Louis Coney, car 71, the ARDC champion. 12.486 for Quick Blue. Jumps cushion in 3. Lap 2, a 13.086. 13.086 for Quick Glue.
This will be an 8-lap race. 2 will transfer to the semi-main event. Shula and Tarditi, Herman Sater, Johnson, Williams and Murray, Team Edom, Melinda and Halleck. Tarditi from the outside. Tarditi and Herman Sater. We transfer only 2 and it's 8 laps. Terry Tarditi. Jordan Hermansader, Pete Shula, Charlie T. Tardini with the lead. Jordan Herman-Sater in second. Pete Shula fourth. Charlie Keith, Ross Murray, and Walt Johnson. We're looking for a Ventura Raceway. It's stamped in blue ink next to Sleepy Trip's picture on page 5, if that's in your program.
I'm cold too, so I guess I shouldn't be laughing.
And you stole that hand warmer from that little kid, I'm telling you. Here we go, Robbie Flock, Gene Godebski, Guy Barber, Kenny White, Ron Hart, Ron Wade, Mark Hart, and Michael May. Oh! Now there's some bad luck right there. Kenny White, Guy Barber, then we have Ron Wade, Ron Hart, and Michael May. Block holding on to the lead, Guy Barber in second, Kenny White back to third, then it's Ron Wade, Ron Hart, and Michael May. About a 5-car lead over Guy Barber in second place. It is Flock, Guy Barber, Kenny White, and Ron Wade. They're in the transfer positions for the main event. Godebski and Hart. Third row inside, number 19, Ricky Shelton. To the outside, number 30, Craig Eno. That row, Heather Collinwood and Tony Sinclair. It's the Hart Suzuki Power 3-car of Scott Hansen jumping out to the early. Steve Conrad. In the 4th place in 19 taking the transfer is Ricky Shelton. And we had Keith Ian, Chris Wakeham, Heather Calderwood, and the 91 car of Tony Sinclair. We've got a green. Coming out to the early lead, it's Clay Charleston. Back him in Bob Feely, Amy Wilson. Race for the lead between Charleston and Feely. It's Clay Charleston with the lead. Bob Feely in second, but look at Atkins. Atkins from the back now, moving into third. Round to the outside of Feely. Yep, gets on a mission. Whoa, up on 2 wheels. Back to third, but hardly let off. Our leader, number 39, Clay Charleston. It is Charleston with the lead. Whoa! Charleston spinning out, taking out Rick. Outside of Ely. Yep, gets on a mission. Whoa, up on 2 wheels. Back to third, but hardly left. Steve Alexander, Robert Welcomer, and Alex Harris. White flag, 1 lap remaining. A race between Mealy and the 5 car. Checkered flag and the win. Back of it, Bob Mealy, followed by Steve Alexander, then Robert Welcomer and Alex Harris. Starting on the pole. Whoa! Whoa! Eric Edenholm spinning out in front of Jim Steyer. Steyer is probably thinking he's star-crossed right now. Cannot get through turn 2. tell me I don't have an instant replay. Our winners, Hart and McCormick, and Edenholm over there. It looks like the way the dirt stuck in it ranges. Car was so hooked up, the left front wheel hardly touched the ground anywhere on the racetrack. Just twisted the chassis. He made a lot of power. Sarna was on the film a couple weeks ago on Speed Week when he did a wheelie coming out of 2 and flipped the car. So you know he gets the ball. Here we go. We got a green. We got Sills from the outside. It is Sills, English, Saccone, Elliott. It's Jimmy Sills with the lead. English second. Blue Saccone. Then it's a 51 car. Tony Elliott got locked in there. Sarna moving up. All leader in the 9 car. This is Stephen Lewis entry is Jimmy Sills. The second place driving for Ron Week. Into the 21X car, Mike English. Saccone coming out here on the West Coast and purchasing the Bates Jones car is in third. Oh, and the 10 car leaving the racetrack, Jason Leffler, and the 14 car spinning out in turn 2, bringing out the yellow flag. That is Steve Barton. We've got a green again. It's Sills, English, Saccone, J.L. Watson, Tony Elliott. Elliott on the outside. Elliott driving the Johnny Coper backup car. Is now putting into third place. It's Sills, Mike English, Tony Elliott, J.L. Watson, Lou Saccone, John Sarna, and Steve Barton. On the back straightaway, Elliott had to get out the gas. Well, that bar spins out again. That'll end his evening at Ventura Raceway. We'll have to go to the semi again. Tommy Ledford up here. I want to thank you for coming out. Mobile, Alabama, just a little ways away from here. Here we go. It is Sills, Tony Elliott, Mike English, J.R. Lawson. White flag, 1 lap remaining. We've got the 9 car, but look at Elliott. Oh, look at this. Oh, Sills taking it with Elliott second. Then it's Mike English, J.R. Lawson, all going to the main event. Our new track record holder, John Sarna, and the 71 car Blue Saccone going to the semi-main event. Ooh, and it's just begun. Oh, when they're racing like that, you don't realize it's 12 degrees below zero. Here we go. We've got a green from the outside. It is Delacqui, and Doty. Robert Delacqui in the lead. Kevin Doty second. Jim Brousseau in third. In fourth place, we have the 7 car of Tice Carlson now looking for third. It is Delacqui with the lead. Doty second. Brousseau, Tice Carlson, Rick Hendricks, Andy Mixter, and Jack Runyon. Coming out before, it is Delacqui with the lead. Doty second. Hendricks now in third. Whoa! Mixter flying low underneath. Dangles with Brousseau going over the top of his car. That'll bring out the red flag. Good, you'll give us some brochures in case they call us, won't you?
Oh, absolutely. And everybody that's been to the school has had a blast. I mean, they all leave with a smile on their face.
That's great. Good luck, Jimmy Sills. Here we go back to our heat race. It's Delackey, Doty, Hendricks, and Carlson. We got Robert Delackey to lead. A 67 car of Kevin Doty, then it's Rick Hendricks, Nice Carlson, and another 7 car. Then we got the 7R car of Jack Runyon, and the 42 car of Bruce Stubb. Slide down underneath, they're coming off fourth, the race for second with Doty taking second. Hendricks still back at it. Our leader is in the other 7 car. Robert Delackey. Yes, Delackey, Doty, and Hendricks coming off of fourth. Delackey taking the white flag. Checkered flag and the heat race winner, Robert Delackey. Second place, Kevin Doty, followed by Rick Hendricks and Tyke Carlson. Going to the semi-main event, it'll be the 7R car of Runyon and the 42 car of Russo. Raceway car number 15L, Billy Boat. To the outside, the 1993 champion, number 1, Robbie Flock. Third row inside, number 6X, Randy Cook. To the outside, our brand new champion, 6B, Tony Stewart. In the back, it's Donnie Beechler and Jay Drake. Pancras from the outside, whoa! We've got Hines and Pancras. Now we have Cook and Stewart. Billy Bowe and Jay Drake. We've got a green flag. Wally Pancras going way up high. Makes the pass after this time. It's Pancras. Hines. Oh, 3 abreast down the front straightaway. Pancras way up high now. It's Pancras. Tony Stewart. Stewart to the inside wall. Hines spins her out. They like want to race real bad. G. Drake. Tony Stewart. And we got Randy Cook. Billy Bowe. And Tracy Hines. We're green. Wally Pancras, Tony Stewart, Jay Drake, Randy Cook, Billy Bowe, and Tracy Hines. Stewart is out of his car, ladies and gentlemen. Nice round of applause. Raceway taking the win. Second place, Backraft, followed by Randy Cook and Billy Bode. Kenny Irwin Jr., Sleepy Trip, front row. Jason Jockman, Walt Johnson, second row. We've got a green. That's Trip from the outside. That'll be a restart. And there's a mistake in these. That's David Bridges. Kenny Irwin, Sleepy Trip. Jason Jockman, David Bridges, Ronnie Day, George Ito, Ron Schumann, and Johnny Cofer. Spinning out, gathering up Kenny Irwin, Ronnie Day, and George Ito. Ronnie Schumann and Kenny Irwin. Silver Bullets side. Getting tangled up with Jonkman coming off a 2. There goes Mark Hart, Rick Atkins, Chris Wakeham, Ron. We got a green. Yeah, it's hard jumping out to the early lead. Rick Atkins second. Chris Wakeham, Keith Naya, Ron a 39 car of Clay Charleston, 24 car of Gene Kadepski, and the 45 car of Heather Calderwood.
Yellow lights out, green flag in hand.
Okay, here we go. We've got a green. Down to the one in his wake up, spinning out. And hard. We've got a yellow. Yellow flag. Chris Wakeham, our pole sitter. Whoa, Alex Harrison to the infield. Up onto the pole, it's Rich McCormick. kind of a little pirouette, and the definitely the car now is a half midget. It went from TQ status to half midget on that flip. It's McCormick, Rick Atkins, Mark Hart, Kenny White, Guy Barber, Scott Hansen, and here comes Robbie Black in the one car. Mark Hart working on Atkins. McCormick with the lead. Atkins second. Mark Hart. Kenny White, Guy Barber, and Scott Hansen. This is 10 laps down, 10 laps remaining in tonight's main event. Hart now. Hart has moved into second place. Can Mark Hart chase down Rick Atkins? Whoa! They got a red flag. We have the 17 car upside down. Lynn Anderson upside down. We have a red flag condition. Remember, when he borrowed that car, he had to start at the back. So what a wonderful drive. And we got Alex Harris, who's doing a great job as a rookie. It's McCormick, Atkins, Hart, Kenny White. We got Hart now moving into second place. Hansen moving into fourth. So the 7 cars are on the moon right now. And we got Wakeham. Wakeham spinning out. That'll end the evening for Chris Wakeham. Rich McCormick. Now we got Mark Hart, Rick Atkins, Kenny White, Scott Hansen, Alex Harris, Robbie Black. Hart on the outside. Keep your eye on this race for the lead. Whoa, McCormick, look at Hart. job by the 11 car, Rich McCord. Nice round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. Also, Rick Atkins coming back from third to get second, and Mark Hart finishing third. Midgets are on their way out here right now. Ladies and gentlemen, they're getting out of their car. Nice round of applause for these young gentlemen. What a race. Rich McCormick taking the win. Rick Atkins second, and of course, Mark Hart in third. Rick Hendricks to the outside, second row inside. This kid's looking better and better. Brand new car, the 10 car here, sponsored by Ultra Wheels. That is Jason Leffler. To the outside, our brand new 94 Western State champion. Out here on the West Coast, he's been Sleepy Trip or Robbie Flocken one time. Who was that other one time? Tommy White. And that's all. And all we got now is brand now. We got somebody that's brand new, besides Robbie Flocken, Sleepy Trip, and that is Johnny Cofer. Cofer from McDowell, California, which is right on the border. If you read the Times, he works at his father-in-law's ranch where they have hay and cattle on both sides of the border. He has to drive 285 miles to San Francisco just to get a plane to fly here to Ventura. What a guy. Driving for Hesslinger and then Edmonds. Here we go! Bad break for the 9 car already. Jimmy Sill sitting sideways in turn 4. Again, our USAC officials signaling to the field 1 lap until we get to our green flag start of our 40-lap main event, the Copenhagen Skull USAC Midget Series. This is Donnie Beechler, Rick Hendricks, Jason Leffler, Johnny Cofer, Jay Drake, Kevin Doty, Ronnie Schumann, Tony Elliott. We've got a green. Coming off of turn 4, popping a gigantic wheelie with so much track. Here we go. Rick Hendricks, Johnny Cofer, Jason Leffler, Ronnie Schumann, Kevin Doty, Jerry Drake, George Ito, Robbie Flock.
Johnny Cofer out here in front. It's Cofer. Second place, Schumann, Gateway, number Jason Butler. Followed by John Gino, Kevin Doty.
Got 26 laps down, 14 laps remaining in tonight's midget main event. Billy Boat is getting out of his car, ladies and gentlemen. Nice round of applause. Then we have the 6X car. Randy Cook, we got a green. You see why he's the Western States Dirt Champion. Johnny Cofer doing a wonderful job again. Cofer starting second row outside. Well, ladies and gentlemen, he's about ready to get out of his car. It's Esslinger powered, Esslinger owned, Esslinger sponsored. It's an Edmunds chassis. Jeff Wall, builder of Edmunds, maintains the chassis. Dwayne Esslinger maintains the engine, and Johnny Cofer comes from the outskirts of nowhere, flies down here from San Francisco, and takes another win.
Well, Jimmy, we've caught up with our third place finisher, car number 73, George Ito. And George, things turned out for a pretty good night.
Yeah, not bad. We had to start, I think, ninth, and I just kind of picked my spots and just waited, and things worked out all right.
Well, like I say, a pair of binoculars is what you needed to start this race, but towards the end there, things looked like pretty good, but when she caught these guys, what would you have done with them? I mean, it was a pretty tough racetrack tonight.
Oh, yeah, it was real hard. I mean, it was so bumpy out there, and if you didn't drive it right, you know, those cushions would just beat the heck out of you, and then on the bottom's a little loose, so, you know, you got to just kind of pick and choose and see where you can get, and, you know, I'm really happy with third. I mean, you know, to win would have been better, but, you know, hey, my hat's off to Johnny Cofer and Ron Schumann. I mean, they did a hell of a job.
Well, Georgie, you're a crowd favorite here, and we hope to have you back next year.
Oh, no doubt. We'll be here.
Car number 73 with third place finish, and we're going to step on over here and talk to a real happy guy if we can find him. He's hiding over here behind this trophy. Johnny Cofer, 1994, you know, and some races, for some reason, you just don't remember, and some you remember. This is going to be the one I remember tonight for a long time, watching you struggling with a sleepy trip, trying to pass them, knowing you got Ronnie Schumann behind you, two big names, and here's Johnny Cofer leading this thing. What do you think of it?
Oh man, I tell you, it's something else. I mean, we've had such a great year, and you know, all the help goes out, you know, with Dwayne and the whole crew, and Dan and Jeff Wall, and I mean, the car is awesome tonight. I mean, it really was going good, and we were fast last time we were here and blew a tire, and I was praying that wasn't going to happen again.
Well, Johnny, you know, you're watching Ronnie Schumann, Sleepy Trip, these guys, they're heroes. You know it, they're heroes, okay? So here's Johnny Cofer. You're a champion. You feel like a hero yet?
Not yet. I mean, those guys are so, you know, I mean, I growing up, you read about them all the time, and they're legends, you know, and then when you're leading and they're behind you, I mean, there's no time. You got to sweat it the whole time.
Well, it's great to have you up here in 1994. Like I say, it's been a great year. How about a legend to be, Johnny Cofer, tonight's main event winner, the best of luck, Johnny.
Oh, right, man. The best thing is the fans. I mean, all the racers out here, the fans are what makes, you know, racing happen. And Jim puts on a great track, and you know, I mean, it's rough and it's exciting, and the fans, I think, really like it, and that's what it's all about.
Well, it's great to have a guy that his number one important thing is the fans. I think we have Richard McCormick hiding over here. And Richard,